What up, everybody?
What are you doing?
Yo, what up, everybody? How we doing today?
Good. I just want to apologize for not setting up the podcast properly this evening. So there was not a waiting room until right at showtime. So my sincerest apologies. I screwed
It
that up.
happens. It's all good.
It is the bride to be. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful?
Yeah. Can't
Are you
wait.
excited? Like this is the last the next time that we're live, you're gonna be Mr. Daners. Like, how do you feel about that? And of course, Texas internet is gonna cause some issues. That's okay. We can just hang out. We can say hi to Daners. Daners, I hope that you're super excited. You're gonna look so beautiful. Hello, Victoria. I'm gonna go ahead and just kick Tex out so that he realizes that yeah, I can't kick him out. So I'm just hi everybody. I can't even remove him from the show. Daners, tell your husband to get his life together. Are you back?
Am I back?
You are. You scared me. I was scared. I was all alone in the waters by myself.
I don't know what the fuck is happening, honestly.
Hello, Carrie. And we have
I can't blame the
Kat.
kids because they ain't here playing on the video game, so they're not taking any bandwidth. Yeah, it's weird.
Maybe you're just having technical difficulties.
Maybe.
So how are you
All right,
feeling? Are you ready for the wedding? Like, are you ready?
What? Yeah, of course. Always ready.
Your internet and me are going to have an issue tonight.
Is it still?
Now I know how you feel. It's okay now. It's just like it was a little broken up, but it's okay. We'll maybe roll with it.
No, I haven't started that yet. You better be ready. Of course I'm ready. I was ready the day I asked the damn question.
Well, let's be honest here.
I wouldn't have asked the question if I wasn't ready.
You were ready like way before that. Like you were going watch shopping because like that's what me and Tex used to call it in text messages when we would talk so that nobody would know that he was ring shopping.
Right.
And I was getting like, I was so mad because I tried to go through our text messages today. Number one, like we text entirely too much to ever go back and find anything.
Oh, you got to keyword search it.
Oh, I didn't even realize I could do that.
Yeah.
Like what I wanted to do was go back to and I think my phone automatically deletes them anyways since I got this new phone. So I don't think it would be in there. But I thought it would be cool to like go back to our text messages from when like you guys first started dating and when you were thinking about asking her to like marry you. And of course they weren't there. Like our texts don't go back that far. I was pretty.
You should have asked me. Mine do. I guarantee it. I keep everything.
Do they?
Everything.
Oh, well, then it would have like I did. It's up to you. I did make you and Daners like a little something to play on the show this evening. If you want to start the show with it, we can.
It's a negative.
End the show with it, then we can. It's completely up to you.
I didn't know anything about this, so you'll have to just, I guess, do whatever you feel is best.
Or we can do it twice. We can start the show with it and finish the show with it.
You are in charge.
Is Daners in the room?
Yeah, she's in the chat too.
Bring her over. Can she get up? Is she on a heat pack? I don't want to make her get off her heat pack.
No, she's not on a heating pad, but she's coming.
Is she
over.
watching?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's coming over.
All right. So.
Oh, now she's mad because she didn't do her hair and you got her on camera.
Oh God, shut up. And her hair looks cute. Like, are you kidding me? I expected like this big messy bun or something, and she's coming in like, I didn't even do my hair. Are you serious?
I had on all day.
That's how it is.
Her lash extensions. All right. So I learned how to do this today where I can play you guys stuff. So this is what I made for you guys today. we're all going to take a walk down memory lane.
Fell under the spell of your hazel eyes. Now I can't sleep though I've tried. You branded my soul with a touch that's here to stay. Now I'm making blue sky memories. You're the one who finally got to me. I tried to resist, but your kiss blew me away. Every fear, every letdown, every painful memory fades away when I'm with you. Every high, every low, every late night drinking alone, swearing I will never love again. Baby, you got under my skin. Yes. Baby, you got under my skin. Sitting pretty like a brand new tattoo. I just sit back and enjoy the view. And it looks like this time it ain't gonna fade. You went and took a lost and a lonely man. Said you're gonna love me to the end. All it took was a lot, a prayer and a little faith. Every fear, every letdown, every painful memory fades away when I'm with you. Every high, every low, every late night drinking alone, swearing I will never love again. Baby, you got under my skin.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Baby, you got under my
Oh, that's fucking badass right there.
I was
gotta go
going,
now.
And you got, oh, you got Daniels crying.
I love you guys.
I mean, this is
We'll
true.
play it
Amber.
again at the end.
She is crying.
We'll play it again. I cried making it.
Don't mess
Like,
up
could
my
you imagine
lashes.
if I could have found the text messages too with me and text? But if I would have told them, it would have been obvious.
I mean, your line of questioning and screenshotting of Snapchats and stuff was pretty obvious.
Oh, I know. It's so tough. Me and it's like, Dana wants to know why you're screenshotting her snap. And I'm like, don't worry about it. So a big thank you to Rooster Cody who helped me with that. He did the little end piece for you guys with the ring box
Oh,
opening up.
awesome. Thanks, Cody. I don't know if
And-
he's in here.
Yep, and with the logo. And it was very last minute. I hit him up and was like, I need your help. Want to do like the Freedom Fam logo, but with Tex and Daters. And he's like, I'm on it. And not only did he do the logo, then he sent me the ring box opening up. So
Awesome.
Rooster understood the assignment and then
He
went
did.
above, and then went above
And he
him.
mastered. Yeah, he mastered that assignment. That's
Well,
for sure.
thank you. And I'm
You're
going to finish
welcome. I
eating.
love you. Go get comfy.
Well, thanks, Kat. That was awesome.
Hey, there's more to come. Just because I'm not going to
Oh.
be in Texas does not mean that like it's not going to be hella obvious that I'm a part of this. Like, come on,
Right?
come on. Still working on that
we're,
cameo.
you know, it's just the stress of getting everything organized.
Yeah,
I've got, so here's my problem. This is like a legit
your
problem.
internet is your problem.
Yeah, it's really pissing me off today. My main problem is there's so much like timing stuff like to be as, and I have the biggest issue with being late. Like I'll show up somewhere an hour early just to make sure I'm never late. That's me. And so the thought of all the logistics of things has me more than anything like, and I'm stressing the fuck out just over that. Like I'm not. The wedding is fine. I'm obviously ready, but it's just the logistics is just it's getting to me.
I know. It's because it's a whole event, dude.
Well, you got like showing up to an airport Thursday, getting rental car, showing up Friday for the rehearsal dinner or the rehearsal, showing up on Saturday for multiple different places at multiple different times. Then we got to leave 3 a.m. to go back to the airport to drop her kids off and then meet up with mine so he can drop us off at the cruise. So it's just logistics nightmare that's got me like spazzing.
It's all gonna work out. Scott, you missed the wedding video. Jeez. It's okay. That's why we're gonna play it again at the end. Don't worry. I'm proud. I'm proud of it.
So what are we doing? Well, we were gonna talk about Sarah Fields, right?
We were gonna talk about Sarah Fields. Yeah. So as you guys know, we've had Sarah on the show a few times. She is part of the Texas Freedom Coalition. She had posted a video on the TikTok. I'm gonna show it to you. And the backlash was the likes of which it was just shocking. So here's the original video that she posted.
Gun, got the gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, bang. Straight to the gun, under the one. Here you mess with the wrong bitch in the wrong era. I've been a work and I got my badge of honor. Honey, I've changed so much since I last saw ya.
Okay, that's the video in its entirety. But all right, so here are some of the comments that she got. If I see you, it's on site. There was this beautiful, yeah.
Well, and a couple of the big left creators got on her and whatnot, and so she texted me and she's like, "What do I do? Like, I'm getting threats and of course my mentality is like, hey, ride that wave, go fuck with them all. Like, fuck it. Have fun with it.
Right.
And that's not her. I mean, it is to an extent, but not on social media. She's more that way, like when it comes to politics and shit. And so it's kind of had her freaked out a little bit, obviously, because like Thomas the Villain went at her. A couple other leftist creators that I had no idea who they were came at her and whatnot. And so I shared with her like my wonderful Thomas the Villain video that he made for me and let her know.
I didn't save mine. I had one. I've been on his page.
Oh no, like he talked about like brutally like killing me. It was bad.
Oh my gosh, I do remember that.
Yeah, how he wanted to beat me he wanted to beat me nearly to death, recover, and then when I get out, do it again. Like, but very violent. Like, yeah, in front of my kids and Dana, and yeah, it was
nice.
So I let her know, like, hey, he kind of actually went a little light on you. Like, here's what I got.
Right.
And that was just for comparing vaccine mandates. So
that was for your wonderful vaccine mandate comparison, right?
Yeah. And you know, the more that it like goes on and like more people like continue to talk about it, like the more I'm right. So vaccine mandates are right. Yeah, here's the thing that I was thinking about today in general, that how do you expect to like convince somebody that you're right and they're wrong by like threatening their life, threatening to beat them up? Like I get, like, I feel like both sides are to that point where like we don't care anymore about like trying to sway you over to our side, just that they're right, you're wrong. Both of them did. Yeah, it's crazy. Had someone on TikTok that had
I was going to say, I was trying to pull that comment up, but I can't because I have the files up for the next video. So I can't click on comments right now. I have a running.
Had my address attempt to change my mail. Wow. That's crazy. I haven't had that. I mean, obviously our house has been shown in full display and Dana's job. Yeah, they can have our mail.
Yeah, they can have my bills.
And our bills.
The only person that sends me mail is people who want my money. So
I get this whole topic of like the children is a sensitive topic.
It is.
And in all reality, it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. Because if we're supposed to be doing what we are as adults, I feel like going on a whim of what a kid feels is not a good thing to do. Like in general, I don't
We've
care what.
never done it before. I've just like I've never gotten that advice of do everything that your kids ask. I've gotten the
Right.
opposite advice.
You know, I had a kid one time tell me that he was saying, just because you're an adult, you're not better than me. And it's like, no, actually, I am. Like, in all reality, I am. We are. As adults, we are. We can make money. You can't. We can
Right.
do things that you can't do.
And we've
in
become better
charge.
people since we were kids, as we
Right. And we've so yes, we are better. And it's okay to say shit like that. I don't understand why we tiptoe around children these days. I mean, and so to me, it's like we're heading down a dark path with the
We are.
kids. And
Well, and Sarah spoke out about the kids as well. That's the next clip that I'm going to show. And apparently now the mother is threatening to sue her.
well, this is for a different clip, but yes, you're
It
absolutely
is for, yes, this is for, I was, you were talking about like the stuff with kids, and I was like, okay, good leeway in here, because it was a totally separate situation. Now, was this one after the dress video, like when they were already on to her?
Yeah.
So now they've latched on. So now it's
Then
going
they
to be
went to her other
everything that
social.
she does going, for a while going forward.
Oh yeah, you know how they are.
And she had made this video and posted it to her Twitter. Okay, so I'm actually going to mute it because there's not much. And I also wanted to, I mean, this is a child at an adult show. They're performing for adults. And it was the comment section, because I mean, the mother already had posted this. I don't know if you can see the comment section very good. Probably not, huh?
No, you can.
Can you?
Yeah.
I can't. My vision's horrible. But there was a lot of people that were like, well, why don't you go ask the kid? Go ask the kid. Well, is the kid being forced, or is the kid wanting to do it?
And that's
but
the
now
crazy
they're
thing,
kind
like,
of going, but she's being threatened to be sued from the mother.
Go for it. Like, there's no lawsuit.
Who posted it for the, like, it does go back to the whole, like, if you post your children for the attention, it's gonna, I mean, you posted your child doing a very controversial thing with a very controversial topic, a hot topic, and everybody knows that it is a hot topic, whether you think it should be or shouldn't be, it is.
Right. It is.
And you're going to post that and you expect zero backlash from it. Zero.
Right. Right.
I mean, like, I typically, like, I'm the kind of mom that's always like, I mean, if that's the way they want a mom, there's very few things that, like, I'll overstep with. Like, car seats were always a big one for me. Like, I'm a car seat. I'm crazy with car seats. My kids have been above the age and weight and height requirement for over a year, and they are still in like a booster type seat. I just let them convince me that they don't need them just to go to and from school, not long distances. But like, I used to be that person on Facebook, and I'll proudly own it, where I would like the car seat. They're not in the car seat, right? They're not in the car seat, right?
Sure.
Because it's like, I don't want some, God forbid, like, I just don't want that kid to get hurt. I was never an asshole about it though. Like, ever.
No, so like my beliefs, I'm never like an asshole to like people. Like, obviously it's well known I'm anti-vaccine all the way. I don't give a shit if you vaccinate your kids. I'm just not going to do it. It doesn't bother me 1 ounce if you choose to vaccinate or not, because that's none of my fucking business and I don't care.
Right.
And it's the same thing like with car seats. Like, I felt at a certain age for my kids, car seats were pointless. I didn't give a shit about the weight and the height and all that stuff. Like, I was letting my youngest one like up in the front seat and everything. Like, we're letting the state take away our parenting.
Can I be a leftist for a minute?
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Then why do you have such a problem with this? Why do you have if I, as a parent, was like, you know what? I'm Neil wants to be a girl. And I call you and I tell you, Tex, they approved everything. He's going in for surgery, 11 years old. We're so happy. Why is that an issue to you? But like car seat safety isn't, and things like that.
In my opinion, vaccines hurt. So why would I want to hurt my kid by doing that? This is just me, so I'm not speaking for anybody else.
No.
I'm not judging
But I mean,
anybody.
like with the like, how is it not the same as a parent choosing to transition their child?
One, it's a temporary solution, or it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. For one, for two, kids in general. Like if my kid was like, when I was like, "Hey, sit in the front seat," and he's like, "No, I want to sit in the back." Okay, sit in the back. Like I'm not going to sit there and like there's certain decisions that as parents we still have to make for the kids, right?
Yes, as their parents, we make the decisions.
Right.
Right. So
And
why should
so
the government get a say so in if kids should be allowed to transition or not with parent consent?
why shouldn't they? Because it's
Yeah.
I mean, if you
And
want
I'm
to talk,
literally asking you the questions that I ask myself all the time.
oh
Like the
yeah,
points that I see in left-leaning lives, like I see those
right.
points where I'm like, what is the difference? And I've tried to ask myself that a lot and I struggle with it.
Well, the same thing that I wouldn't let my kid get a tattoo before he was 18 because of the same thing. Like it's a permanent thing. Like it's so permanent of changing your gender and going through that transition, like a tattoo and stuff, that make that when you're 18 and fully capable of understanding what you're doing.
Mhm.
I wouldn't never let my kid move out at 12.
Well, what if they made it to where you weren't allowed to teach your children how to use a gun until they were 18?
No, that ain't happening.
What's the difference?
What?
Like when it comes to just government,
Mhm.
not like our feelings on it, not our
Mhm.
opinions on it, nothing.
Right.
Should the government have the right to tell any parent what they can and can't do with their child?
To an extent, yes, they can, and they should.
Okay.
Yeah, because there are some instances like this kind of medical stuff of transitioning and a permanent thing that that the state should make illegal. I mean, they've made tattoos illegal. You can't tattoo your kids.
Mhm.
They've made piercings illegal. I mean, with parental consent, they conceded
Mhm.
on that. With parental consent. Most tattoo artists won't even do children at all, even with
Yeah.
parental consent. Doctors shouldn't do it because they do have a duty to not harm, and that
Mhm.
is harming a child, in my opinion.
I agree.
And so I think,
See, that's
like
why I don't
every little
understand why it's
detail in
happening
life,
at all based on those things too. Like, why is it even happening at all for us to be arguing about it or giving our opinions on it if it falls underneath? Because to me, like all the things that you just listed, like those are already illegal. Like it's child abuse.
right?
That's illegal. It's do no harm. That's illegal. So I don't understand how it's even gotten to this point with those laws in place because now we're playing with the well, what's abuse and what is, you know,
Sure.
helping. I mean, there's people like I got onto a weird side of TikTok where like they're cutting off their own body parts, Tex. They're pouring bleach into their eyes to go blind, and there are doctors supporting this.
See, and this is that indoctrination, and this is why for the longest time, um, I've lost 100%, well, like 95% faith in our medical community.
Mhm.
I mean, between allowing this to happen, like I said, it's so freaking permanent. And then when you look at the stats of how many want to change back and detransition and can't, then you look at the suicide rate. If we're so worried about mental health, like we claim,
Yeah.
this is a mental health issue to the core.
Yes.
So help it.
Right.
Don't enable it. We're too busy. I feel like today, I feel, and as a general thing, I feel like in today's world that we cater to and to mental illness. We just whatever. Oh, you're this. Okay, we'll cater to that. Oh, you're this, instead of helping them like guide through life, like right. I mean,
And
I've got
that,
an
like,
18.
to me, that got really out of hand during Obama because that's when I remember, like, the huge push for mental health. Like, it's okay. It's okay to talk about your mental health problems. It's okay to talk about like, they almost made it cool, right? Like, they're
Right.
kinda doing now.
Well, that's what
Like
they've been doing. I mean, and if you look at the psychology of kids, I guarantee you, very few kids in today's, well, very few kids in general, what very few kids don't care to be accepted. Majority of kids want to be accepted, and they see this cool thing. I mean, look, Dana's kids come home every day, and so do mine, talking about everything being racist.
What?
Everything. Like we can't even if we disagree with our kids in today's world, oh, that's racist. What? It ain't got nothing to do with race. That just shows you what we're doing as a society.
You know what's weird is that, like, now that I think about it, Neil and Allie were doing that the other day. I can't even remember what Allie said.
Because they say it
Neil was like, that's racist. And I was like, what? No, it's not.
Right. Because they say it so nonchalantly that it's like, it just like, and it's so out of everybody's vocabulary. And it's like, this literally has nothing to do with race. Like, what do you mean?
I know.
I mean, it's like the one of the Native American that stitched Sarah. And she turned it into a race issue.
That was the weirdest.
It's like, what are you doing? This has nothing to do with race. We're talking about all races.
I should have saved that video. That was the weirdest. Like, I didn't even know how to handle that response. Like, how do you take her wearing a dress that states that?
See, and then there's that, Dawn.
Into racist. But if a 24-year-old wants a hysterectomy, see, that makes me very mad because, like, that is a thing. And I had so many issues. Like, they wouldn't even take my tubes when I wanted them to. I'm glad they didn't because I have little bubba dubbas. Right?
But see, that's why, like, even doctors have a duty to do no harm because that would have done you harm that early that they had to take the decision out of your hands because you wouldn't have two little ones if they had listened to you.
Right. No, I understand that. But if you remove Bubs from the equation, right, I also went through absolute hell, like hell, because I was mine wasn't just so that I couldn't have babies. Like, I had so many issues going on. I just wanted them to get rid of it. I was done. And I started, like, begging for surgical intervention before I had a lease. And then with every pregnancy, it got 10 times worse. And then it got so bad that I had to have, like, 3 surgeries in replace of 1.
Wow.
Now, am I happy? Of course I'm happy. I have 2 beautiful children. But if I hadn't had them and had gotten all my surgeries, I'd still be happy too. Right. I just wouldn't have been in pain for so long because I wouldn't have known that I was going to have those 2 kids, you know?
Right.
Like, I hate doctors using that as an excuse. Like, oh, well, you have these beautiful babies. Yes, I know. And thank you. But I would have never known them. I wouldn't have known what I was missing because I just wanted to be out of pain. My life would have been what it would have been.
Right.
I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad that I have them. But, like, don't, like, they use the babies to hang over the head when it comes to the hysterectomies.
Or even getting, getting
your tubes tied if you don't want to have babies, but they'll give you a vasectomy, no problem, no matter how many kids you have. You could go in and get a vasectomy with no kids.
Right. No, that's true. I mean,
in and out in a day.
My body, my choice, though, right?
Yeah.
So the other one that I wanted to talk about that we can segue into.
The girls are gonna fucking hate me. Maybe it depends.
For the next one,
yeah, and I'll reiterate afterwards. This is my opinion thus far. It is subject to change, obviously, as this continues and more comes out. It's just like my first vibe about the situation with the information I have.
So I don't know if y'all have heard about what's going on with Steven Crowder and Candace Owens and all the Daily Wire.
No one's heard.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much all over anything conservative news related. All the infighting that's happening. And I've always felt like infighting is a good thing. This feels different, but go ahead. And
how do you want to do this though? Like, how do we tell the story? Do we start with I guess we'll start with the ring cams.
Well, we can actually, if you want to go even further back than that. So Steven Crowder used to work for Daily Wire, who Candace Owens worked for, or currently works for, with Ben Shapiro and them. And there was a big divorce between Daily Wire and Steven Crowder based on money. Steven Crowder wanted guaranteed money. Daily Wire and these small sites like this, they operate based off of revenue from monetization from your platforms.
Mm-hmm.
No, he was with Daily Wire, not the Blaze, because
I think but was he with the Blaze for a minute?
he might have been with the Blaze for a minute, but this last departure was before he went to Rumble was with the Daily Wire because Ben Shapiro's involved in it, and Steven Crowder probably did the wrong thing in my opinion, and he shared personal text messages between like their friends at the Daily Wire and during the negotiating.
It looks like he was on both.
Yeah, he was at both at one,
I was
but
going to say, because I can find information about him on both.
Right. This particular situation that happened like just a couple months ago was with the Daily Wire and who we left with to go to Rumble. They had a messy separation for obvious reason. And never worked. They sent him an offer after he left the Blaze. Yeah, I know, because that Mug Club was part of the hiccups and the negotiations. And so now you have Steven Crowder and his wife getting a divorce.
Yes.
And so now we can play that 3-minute video.
So these were the Ring cameras that were released. Oh, I didn't hit present. My bad. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I had this all down. I felt so cool. All right.
But I'll go do it. How about you first? Hillary, how do you respect a man? Yeah. How do you, man? How do you, man? Receive love. Respect. No. How do you, man? No, you're not taking the car.
Steven,
You're not taking the car.
Steven,
You are not.
then I will ask them to pick the food up. Would you like me to ask?
Hold that, right?
It's no threat, Steven.
Get an Uber.
Okay, Steven, I can't.
You want to walk out right now? Listen to me. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends. I can't be home. You're going to take the car and leave me here. Hillary, just think of how boxed in you've made me.
What do you need me to pick up? I'll get it. I'll be back when I'm back.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't work either. The only way out of this is discipline and respect. It's the only way out of it, or we're at an impasse.
We are at an impasse.
Good. Because you can't have any discipline or respect.
Steven.
There you go. You throw your hand, you give up so easily.
I don't give up, Steven.
Hillary,
Steven?
you give up so easily. I just said the only way out of this is discipline and respect. You said, then we're at an impasse.
Steven, no, we are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Steven, your beast is sick. Your beast
Watch it.
is sick.
Watch it. Watch it.
I'm gonna let go. I'll get what you need me to get. And I need some space. We need to just stop engaging for a little bit. Okay? I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. I've never received love from you. And the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D, you just be disciplined about it. You go, no. But I love you more than life itself. Okay. Put on some gloves. Hillary, you're right. We're at an impasse. Become someone, listen to me, day in and day out, worthy of a wife. No, not as a wife. I didn't say as a wife. Hillary, come on now.
I'm not gonna engage. I'm not gonna engage anymore. I'm gonna go. I'll text me what you need. I'll get you what you need. I love you. I'm committed to you.
Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm not engaged. I'm not gonna.
Are you committed enough to do those things? You're not committed to anything. You're not committed to anything. You just said I love you. I'm committed to you. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves.
I need to
Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
Okay, so we'll go from there. Wow, because there's good conversations going on in that checkbox. So we're gonna go. Whoop. I don't know why it did it that way. So sorry. So we'll go from that into, so she had issued a letter, right? Like, and I believe that it was right after this like Ring stuff was outed. So here is her letter.
Hillary is currently living alone in Dallas, apart from her family and support system in Michigan, and is focused on taking care of her young children. She is not prepared at this time to speak about her divorce becoming public or the misleading statements made by Stephen about their relationship. The truth is that Hillary spent years hiding Stephen's mentally and emotionally abusive behavior from her friends and family while she attempted to save their marriage. She was the one who was asking to work on their relationship to keep the marriage intact for their unborn child. In June of 2021, Stephen left their home to pursue elective surgery. That's very important. I want you to remember that. I'm going to come back to that point. Hillary urged him to get the help he needed to address his abuse with the hope that their marriage could be saved and they could peacefully live together as a family. Instead, Stephen refused to do so and chose not to be with his wife during the birth of their twin children. After the birth, Stephen bought a townhouse and left their home permanently. Hillary was not aware that Stephen hired a divorce attorney and asked his assistant to cut Hillary off financially. There is significant documentation substantiating these facts. I want you to remember that portion as well, because that's another lie that Stephen has told publicly. We hope that Stephen will cease from speaking publicly about these personal matters in an untruthful manner. We also look forward to there being full transparency in the legal process, so there is fairness and accountability for the actions that caused the divorce and to ensure the outcome is what is in the best interests of the young children.
Thoughts? Opinions?
Yeah.
Because like are you reading the comment section?
Yeah.
Because me and you have talked about this a little bit.
Oh yeah. I don't think he leaked them. I'll be honest. I don't think he leaked them.
No.
Because I mean, just based on comments and what I've seen on the interwebs, it makes him look really bad to some, to a lot, based on just that little segment of a Ring camera. So why would he release it if it's going to make him look bad? Because it does.
Yeah. I mean, some people do that. I just realized I never turned on my lamp. Some people do that though. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, what was like Trump's thing? Any press is good press, or
yeah, but not in a divorce, because
not in a divorce.
Yeah. If I'm being 100% honest, I don't see an issue.
Be real, Tex. Let's get real. Let's get
am.
raw.
I don't have an issue with that conversation at all. He didn't raise his voice. I mean, he cussed, but not like at her. Did he say, "I'm going to fuck you up," from his own admission? Yes, he did. He also said he also immediately took it back, which this notion that I feel like in America, when shit like this happens, I feel like, one, I can tell you from personal experience from my own divorce, as a whole, everybody automatically defaults to it's his fault and sympathy for the woman. Like, very few times. I mean, I filed my divorce. I asked for my divorce. And she got cards in the mail saying sorry with money. And yeah, exactly, Jedi. I mean, divorce is nasty. Obviously, they're all heated at this point to their. I just, could he have said worse to make himself look worse? 100%. Like, they're in the middle of a fight and he's not arguing. I mean, like, he's being argumentative, but who isn't in a fight? He didn't call her names. He realized when he said, "I'm going to fuck you up," he said he took it back, which obviously in a fight you can't take back shit. But
right.
I don't know, Kat. How many times have you ever been in a fight with your significant other and said some fucked up shit that you shouldn't have said?
A lot. Through my entire marriage, like over the last, Jesus, we've been married since 2017. I mean, are they less and less now as like we've grown together? Absolutely.
Now, am I saying the way he treated her some way that I would treat Dana? Of course not. But it's not bad. It's not.
Well, and we also can't act like
Candace Owens is sitting there calling him a monster.
Right. Like, this divorce was coming.
Right.
It happened. I mean, he got the townhouse right after she had the twins. Telling your pregnant wife, "I'll fuck you up," is beyond disgusting.
Absolutely.
It absolutely is. And nobody is disputing that. It's a very disgusting thing to say.
Well, mind you, we're not hearing anything that she might have said either. Like to this notion, like,
well, and then just the whole like, why is it on?
Exactly, Dawn. We don't know context. We don't know what shit she has said.
But like, why is it on the fucking internet? Like, I remember my divorce. I remember things that I said, and I still hate the person, right? Like, I still do not like this person, and thank God I don't have to deal with this person ever. I said some really horrible things.
Okay, Kat, you
really
want to talk
horrible
about this part?
things.
Because
He
Kat,
was not there for the baby's birth, because he was having elective surgery. And they keep saying it like elective. It was elective. And they're making it sound like it was cosmetic surgery. Like dude went in for a nose job or whatever. I don't think anything warrants that response.
What,
Didn't
I'll
say-
fuck you up?
Yeah, no.
Oh, absolutely not the fuck you
No.
up. Everything prior to that,
Right.
I don't see any issue.
But I mean, but like there's been no mention of domestic abuse, even in her letter. Like he didn't put hands on her. She's not saying that he did. I'm not saying that it's a cool thing to say. I'm not saying that
Absolutely
like
not.
I
No,
would
I
go
wouldn't.
date Steven Crowder. Like, get fucked, dude. You're not talking to me like that. But what I am saying is that they have him portrayed right now like he's this horrible woman abuser who was beating his wife while she was 8 months pregnant, took up, left out of town to go get a nose job while she gave birth, and then came home and cut her off financially with no reason, no nothing. Exactly that part. If you are not going through the emergency room into surgery, every surgery is after his heart surgery, elective surgery. They're talking about he had his chest fixed after his heart surgery. No. So here, I will play you. This is Steven Crowder explaining the surgery that he was getting ready for. This was pre-surgery.
A little bit what it is. You know, a lot of people say, why are you smoking? My heart is actually great, but my heart doesn't work great. And the reason my heart doesn't work great is, long story short, because of a connective tissue disorder I have, and my chest is caving in on my heart. So I've got about, I'm at a little more than half of the blood flow that you guys have, ventricular output from my heart. So it's a mechanical fix. And I don't know, maybe I'll feel like Lance Armstrong, you know, like I'm on EPO after this, because I don't know what it's like to go through life with full blood flow. To me, I'm looking forward to it, not looking forward to the pain. Lance Armstrong, by the way, with the 3 balls, not the one. So yeah, it's overall a positive thing, and honestly, I've probably needed a little bit of rest. It comes in the form of having my chest cracked open.
Okay. So your ribs are supposed to like go kind of out a little bit, not in. His were starting to concave in and put pressure on his heart. So his heart wasn't regulating the way that it should. His heart was good, healthy, super normal, right? Like with mine, my heart is great. It's in perfect shape. There's nothing wrong with my heart, but because of a neurological issue, my heart gets really fast and then, you know, down she goes. So like I would be curious to know, because it is said that she had twins. Typically twins are C-section. So I don't know if she was like scheduled for it,
I
or
think they still classify that as elective, right? Because it's not life-threatening.
it is considered elective. So any surgery that's literally it's unless you go through the emergency room or whatever, or they're like, we got to go right now. If you're able to prep for your surgery, it's an elective surgery. That's why you got to sign the consent when you go in, because you're still electing to believe what the doctor told you and allow them to do it, where in an emergent situation they don't need that because you're literally like dying.
Yeah, and I think like I mean,
So we
obviously
don't know when he scheduled it either.
No.
Like, or like, I mean, he could have scheduled it before she got pregnant with the twins. This could be something that was causing him a lot of pain. He also mentioned that he has a connective tissue disorder. Connective tissue is throughout your whole body. So like,
So the babies were born before he had the surgery? I thought that's why he missed the birth of his babies was because he did.
Yeah, that's what they were saying, is that he missed the birth of his children before the surgery. And then surgery didn't even go good. His he had like a lung collapse and wound up back in, and it was like this horrible thing. What? But that's what they're saying. I don't know, Missy. I tried looking in more to like what it is that he has, because of course, like it piqued my interest when I heard connective tissue disorder. I was like,
Right.
what? Are
That's
you
what I
what?
asked, too. I was
So
like-
like I ran right to Google.
Right.
It doesn't say anything about what kind of connective tissue disorder he has. It's just like, I've been in toxic relationships like that. I have had arguments like that. Way worse than that. Way more loud than that. And I'm not telling you guys to go date the dude, but he's not like a monster. He's not this horrible person. Has he got bad communication? Sure. But like the other
Is he
example,
a douche? Is he a douche? He very well may be a douche in real life. Like just a general douchebag. You know what I mean? Like,
but here's the thing, right? Like my ex thinks that I'm a psycho bitch. Psycho bitch, stay away from her. She's a psycho bitch, psycho bitch. But my husband thinks I'm wonderful. And here's the thing is that I kind of was a psycho bitch with him after fighting and arguing and not being compatible and just like we weren't supposed to be together. So
Right.
we didn't mesh well. So we brought out the worst in each other, where me and Cody bring out the best in each other. So just because he was saying some douchebaggy stuff to her does not mean that the next girl that he gets with is his perfect match, a very traditional girl that believes in roles in the household, that believes in wifely duties. Another big part that he said in that video that me and you both picked up on is he bluntly says, "You've got me boxed in. I can't go to my parents. I can't go to my friends." Like, I'd like to know a little bit more on that. Like, what do you mean he can't go anywhere? He can't do anything. And then
Right.
she was like, "Tell me what you want and I'll pick it up." Like, there were some red flags on her end too.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, and
Right.
that's the
Me and
thing
my
that I
daughter's
wish
dad, when
that
we
like
split, we're horrible to each other. And like Tex, you've seen us together. We're like
Right.
best friends for life.
Right.
And we've said some horrible, horrible shit about each other.
And we
And
don't
to
know
each
how
other.
she treated him behind the scenes, obviously, or how he like really treated her. We're not getting the full picture. And the funny thing is this is all comes
Oh,
from
because she was leaving with the only car that they had during a fight.
so that would leave him boxed in.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be boxed in either. But here's the thing. Yes, the irony is that people are making up their minds on the right about this situation.
Like this.
When I feel like anytime there's a cop shooting, we say, let's wait for all the facts to come out. All the facts aren't out.
Right.
How can we make any type of, oh, he's a douchebag, she is an angel and didn't deserve anything that she got? How do we know any of this? We
I
don't.
also love the like, and she's pregnant.
Well, I'll let you.
Like,
I'm not.
y'all know that's a totally normal, natural thing that women do. And I'm not saying that all pregnancies are wonderful and beautiful
Exactly,
and
yeah.
magical, or that there's not high risk pregnancies. I'm not saying any of that. But I feel like we should probably stop treating pregnant women like they're dying of cancer. They're pregnant. They're not sick. They're pregnant. So just because he's arguing with his pregnant wife, like he's got to wait until she's not pregnant to argue, like, well, stress isn't good for the baby. Well, no, it's not. There's a lot of things that you do that are, not good for the baby. Don't do this. Stop talking about pregnancy like it makes this person like this just perfect being that you can't like argue with.
I'll
And
tell you, I've worked with some very pregnant executives, like high up. They're bitches.
Oh,
Not
he's
all,
a total
not all
douche.
pregnant women are, but like they were definitely way more hormonal about things that they probably wouldn't have been. And
but they're not sick.
No,
I agree with you, though. He is a douchebag. I do believe that Steven
probably
Crowder is a
is.
douchebag. I've always thought that.
I've personally,
I
have
love what he did here in Michigan. Like, I can still appreciate things that he does. I don't think the
Yeah.
dude should be completely canceled. He's got a great voice. He does do good things, and you don't have to agree with everything that he fucking says.
Right.
And his relationship literally has nothing to do with what he does for all of us who watch him and enjoy him. It has nothing to do with it.
Personally, I love his Change My Mind segments. Like, I don't necessarily care for the podcast thing that he does, and I've never really watched it at all.
I liked his like little debate things that he did in
That's
the
what I
chair.
mean. That's the
Yeah.
Change My Mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Missy, you're 100% right. Where'd it go? Right there.
Yeah, I
this
don't
shouldn't be public.
understand.
Like, and this is why, for me, I feel, because of who's leading the charge in this, and it is the Daily Wire, it's a hit piece, in my opinion.
I just secretly hate women. Sorry. Who hurt you?
I mean, exactly, Don. How many times has Donald Trump been married? What if the shit came out about Donald Trump? I mean, we know he's cheated, and we still are voting on his ass every time.
Bro, speaking of Donnie, his Truth Social post wasn't it.
Oh, the one I sent you?
That's a no from me, dog. I
It's
put
a
it on my TikTok today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Because it was like, what the fuck? No. Like, what was he thinking with that? What
Well,
on
same thing. He's
earth?
been doing this same thing for the vaccine.
Like, if that's all he's got against DeSantis, like, you scared.
And I don't know if
You
he went at her personally.
scared.
I don't keep up with that particular drama much at all.
No.
Did he go at her like personally, like personal shit she's dealing with, and now she came at him personally? Like, this kind of like, to me,
I think they're beefing.
cool beef internet wise. Like, why you got to bring personal shit into it? This is the
I
stuff that
don't
drives
know.
me crazy about beefing on the interwebs, because we have to bring in the lowest of low and whatnot. And it's like, come on now, like, let the divorce be. If you care about his wife as much as Candace Owens claims that she does, and making sure that her statements are out, maybe her divorce shouldn't be public.
Right.
So maybe Candace
Well, and
Owens
Steven
isn't
Crowder is not
necessarily
helping either, because he's like, I want the whole thing to be transparent. Like, I mean,
Well,
it's
because he
like,
said
it's
that if they
still
don't
going.
stop,
Yeah,
if they
if it
don't
doesn't
stop,
stop.
he would ask for it all to be, because they were supposed to. And I think he only publicly spoke out on it once Candace Owens brought it out.
Yeah. Oh my God, that freaked me out because I looked down and I didn't realize that video was still in the back room, and it looks like Steven Crowder's like just hanging out in the back room waiting to come in as a guest.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I mean, and you're right about the Donald Trump thing. Like,
it was such a bad take.
Well, watch. He's going to be on CNN.
What?
CNN's doing a town hall, a Donald Trump town hall. How many times will he brag about the vaccine?
Oh, I had no idea that this town hall was happening. When is this? When is it?
I don't know when it is, but they've agreed to it.
What?
Yeah, because they're all like, the left is attacking CNN. We see you, CNN, giving Trump all the airtime.
Things I didn't think I'd ever hear in 2020 for 400, please, Alex, that CNN is giving Trump too much airtime.
Well, yeah. Well, because
are you sure it's CNN and not Fox?
No, it's CNN. It's 100% CNN. Because they're attacking CNN, the left is, for having him on.
Not only is dude, he's like he's totally for it. Are you kidding me? He brags about how I created it at warp speed. But what makes he had done something on Truth Social to slam DeSantis today. And what he did was he showed all the COVID cases.
CNN is facing major boycott over town hall for Trump and MAGA.
What is happening?
Yeah.
CNN's got Trump on. Me and Yo Lizzie are doing a freaking lip sync thing together.
I mean, look.
Turn Stern
off. Going at him, too. Trump before CNN. CNN's fake news. CNN's in.
I'll
do a town hall with CNN. I mean.
But like his post today, if you guys didn't see it, it was all the COVID numbers, I think from like what, 2020?
Yeah, here, I'll bring it up. I got it.
And and he goes, DeSantis didn't do a great job during COVID, and then said that New York did a great job.
He
New
just said New York had
but
fewer cases. So this was his
how did
proof.
he word it?
So explain, why did Ron DeSantis
Why did Ron DeSantis do a good job? Highly overrated. New York had lower COVID cases.
So like those are the total COVID cases by state and whatnot.
Like it's just like, why are we still talking about COVID? It's literally over.
Well, and Scrappy maybe made a good point. Maybe he's trying to get left voters.
It's never gonna happen.
I feel like we're at the point now, like the left ain't voting for Trump.
No,
I don't think you can change their minds anymore.
No.
That'd be like saying that Joe Biden's going to start doing some right stuff to try to get us to vote for him. Like, it ain't fucking happening, Joe.
No.
I mean, Dark Joe came out at the White House correspondent.
What was that? What was that? Dark Brandon. I can't.
See people talking about COVID every day. It's crazy how many people.
And you know what sucks is that we never, like, as a country, got to like celebrate like it not being as bad. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't as bad as like what we thought it was gonna be, and like everybody's okay, and like we figured it out. We got vaccines, we got treatments, we got yay. There was no yay. There was no, it was just like a quiet little, yeah, COVID's over. And then thrown up on the White House site. After everything that everyone's been through the last freaking 4 years, why wouldn't you hype up a little bit that like we all got through? I thought we were all in this together. Why we can't celebrate together that it's over?
Yeah, I mean, and it ended very, very, very quietly.
It did.
Like, the pandemic thing kind of ended, but I think
it was weird when I didn't see COVID numbers on the news, like in that corner.
Well, that was since 2021, January 20th of 2021, the COVID death numbers disappeared on. That was when Joe Biden took office. Well, Kat,
I'm not having it.
We done pissed off the trans community. We done pissed off the women community.
Yep.
We've done pissed off the left. And we probably pissed off a little bit of the riot attack in Trump.
I think we pissed off quite a bit of the right. We definitely pissed off QAnon people.
Oh yeah, because Trump's in charge.
But I'm gonna vote for him because everything's going so great.
And the irony is, hey, Joe Biden is the fault for everything, but Trump's still in charge.
Oh, are we smoking?
Make that make sense.
I can't make it make sense.
I mean, if Trump was still in charge, I'm definitely not voting for him. I don't want this shit again. I don't want
QAnon people ever not pissed off. No.
That's a good question too.
They're an angry little bunch. Hey,
what up?
But like if they were right, like I feel like QAnon people kind of give off that vibe. Like some of them were like, we're just here to help everybody, and we're gonna open everybody's minds, and we're gonna like help enlighten and like help the world because we know the truth. But like they're so mean about it. And they're so arrogant about it, right? Like they have this God complex that they're better than other people and they don't even see it. Where it's like those people are like, actually, that's not how it works. You believe whatever you want to believe. But it's like you can't have conversation and you can't have more people like come to you. It's the whole like honey versus freaking vinegar. They still it's a wonderful wedding.
Oh, I'm sure we'll post pictures probably that Sunday for sure.
I'll post screenshots from my FaceTimes.
There you go.
I'll keep everybody updated via my screenshots.
And on I know we've had some, as we got closer, we gotten people asking about registry or something like that.
Yeah, you guys go to Dana's link in her bio on Cath Labs
Yeah.
Kentucky.
It's
click
the
on
only
it.
link in her bio.
It's super cool. Like you got like we can help pitch in on like excursions, dinners, all kinds of stuff. So instead of a
since we're blending families, it was like we don't really need like items like a first
No.
time. So it was like it's just like I saw it on TikTok one time and I was like,
Mhm.
so what honeymoon fun. So if you guys want to donate, cool, definitely appreciate it. If not, cool too. No harm, no foul. Definitely would appreciate it though if you do. And I'm ready.
I'm not.
Should we? You're not?
I'm not giving you shit.
Oh, well, that's fine. You don't have to. You do enough anyways.
I'm just kidding. Do you want to end it with the video for people who didn't get to see?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, guys. So when will we be back? Because we'll just end it when the video's over.
The 16th. Tuesday the 16th.
And I swear to gosh, I asked somebody to come on as a guest.
That's fine.
No, and then I forgot who's coming on as a guest. Marijuana affects the memory. Oh, I know you're fucking lying, girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm super excited. I have a promo video for that one up soon. She's doing a really cool thing where like she's doing lives and like all the gifts that she gets in her lives, she then goes and like does a big gift for someone else. It's pretty cool. She's doing a cool thing over there. But
well, let's play it.
All right, I'm pulling it up. So we'll see you
excellent.
guys the
Yeah, that's
16th. Do you want to say anything before you go?
No, let's do it.
All right. Bye, guys.
Fell under the spell of your hazel eyes. Now I can't sleep though I've tried. You branded my soul with a touch that's here to stay. Now I'm making blue sky memories. You're the one who finally got to me. I tried to resist, but your kiss blew me away. Every fear, every letdown, every painful memory fades away when I'm with you. Every high, every low, every late night drinking alone, swearing I will never love again. Baby, you got under my skin. Yes. Baby, you got under my skin. Sitting pretty like a brand new tattoo. I just sit back and enjoy the view. And it looks like this time it ain't gonna fade. You went and took a lost and a lonely man. Said you're gonna love me to the end. All it took was a lie, a prayer